If I'm new to you, my name is Tate. I am a trauma-informed yoga instructor, a MSW candidate, and a person in recovery. So today we have what I like to call a little yoga snack. So we're going to move through a short flow with pranayama, asana, and meditation. So let's hop right into it and settle down the eyes. Allowing one hand to ground down on the heart center and another hand to ground down and connect in with your belly, right by your solar plexus and sacral chakra here. We don't need to change anything or push anything away. See if you can drop below the current of thought. Beginning to envelop the sense of sound. And if distractions arise in the mind, notice and then come back to sound and the cadence of your breath. Okay, we'll begin to move in Ujjayi pranayama. So with this one, I like to think of Darth Vader. We're inhaling and exhaling through the nose like we're fogging up a mirror. So to practice, if this is new to you, keep your mouth open. Hands can come up to the mouth. You can feel that heating quality build in through the nose, out through the mouth. So what's happening to the back of the throat, if you imagine it as a key and a lock, what we're doing when we fog up a mirror per se is we're contracting and constricting the larynx, and that's making that keyhole really small so we're able to diffuse out and extend our breath. So a round of Ujjayi will be something like this. In through nose, out through nose, like you're fogging up a mirror. And we'll take 5 rounds together to build that heat, build that focus for our practice. In through nose, sitting up nice and tall. Follow the breath in. Follow the breath out. Seeing if we can let go of unnecessary tension. Okay, we'll keep with that victorious breath, that Ujjayi breath. Bringing our pillow to the side, and let's find a child's pose here. So coming to hands and knees, allowing the big toes to come together to touch. Knees can come hip distance, and allow the hips to descend back towards the heels. Resting arms out in front of us. Forehead relaxes down to the mat. Option to grab a hold of that pillow and just collapse down to the pillow here. Returning back to that Ujjayi. Really allowing the body to ground down here. Forehead to relax. You may even want to sway from side to side. Next, inhale, allow the arms and hands to walk over to the left. Option for the right hand to cross over the left, side body stretch. Full rounded breath in. And let it go. Walk the hands over to the right. Option for left hand to plant onto right, reaching and stretching out through the spine. 2 rounds of breath here. Taking your time. And the hands can walk back through center. We'll bring it up to a tabletop here. Hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath hips. And let's just start with some intuitive movement here. So we can scribble the hips from side to side, maybe take the gaze back over the shoulders. You may want to move directly into cat and cow, where we push the ground away and round through the spine, taking our chin towards our chest. And then maybe cow pose, where we dip the belly low, tilt the pelvis, take the gaze high, and imagine you're squeezing a pencil in between the shoulder blades. Taking a few rounds at your own pace, inhaling and exhaling cat and cow. Inhale cat or cow. And exhaling cat pose. One more, inhale, cow pose. Stretching through the front side body. And exhale, cat pose. Push the ground away, round through the back. Coming back through a neutral spine. Next, inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, we're gonna thread it under. We're gonna take 3 like that. Taking gaze to right wall, building heat in the body. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, let go of the breath. Take the gaze over. One more, you've got it. Planting left hand. Let's take it to the right. Inhale, right reaches up. Exhale, thread. Lowering down, lifting up. And thread. Inhale. And exhale. Option to take a puppy pose here, keeping the hips stacked over the knees. We can begin to walk the hands out in front of us, dipping chest low, squeezing shoulder blades together. Chest rests down. Hips relax back, heart relaxes forward. Two more rounds of breath, coming out whenever you're ready. Okay, taking gaze to hands. We're gonna lower the hips down and forward, shifting weight forward, and we're gonna lower all the way down, finding a Sphinx pose here. If the low back feels a little funky, feel free to bring the feet to the corners of the mat, lifting up on the forearms, stacking the elbows directly underneath shoulders. We wanna press down through the hands to lift up through the chest. Energetically feel the hips root down, navel pulls in. Energetically feel as if the heart is magnetizing forward, shoulders down, heart up and forward. You may even want to explore bobbling the head out from side to side. Again, maybe even a sway feels good in your obliques and the sides of your body. Feel free to take what feels good and discard the rest. And we're gonna lower everything down. Knees bend, feet come in the air. Let's just take a nice windshield wipe, side to side. Rinsing that out through the low back. And we'll go ahead and find some locust poses here to energize and activate through the backside body. Starting with placing the arms back by our sides, neck comes neutral. We're going to start by lifting up through the low body. So squeeze your glutes, imagine the big toes are magnetizing in, knees lift. Option for the upper body to lift as well. Reaching hands back for the feet, squeezing shoulder blades together, navel pulls in, lifting up. Whenever you've had enough, lower down. Knees bend, windshield wipe it out. We'll take one or two more. Thinking of superhero, or I don't know, Superman, Superwoman flying through the sky. And we'll take a moment to lift up, arms come up, squeeze shoulder blades together, navel pulls in, chest comes up. Little bit more, breath in, little bit more, and lower down. Windshield wipe it out. Last one, take it or leave it. Locust pose, energizing. Thank you, body. Thank you, muscles. Lifting up, squeezing. Exhale, bring it down, pressing up. We'll find our first downward facing dog. Spreading the hands nice and wide, tucking under the toes. Hips come up and back. And taking our gaze at the navel or in between the feet. And as our first down dog here, maybe inviting in some gentle movement. You can pedal out through the feet, sway the hips from side to side, maybe even taking a wider stance. Let's take 2 cleansing breaths here. Invite it in. Let it go. Another one. And next, inhale, take the gaze towards the top of the mat. Step it forward. We're in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, 90-degree angle with the body, nice and strong through the core. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slow to rise, reach everything up. Arms reach, gaze follows. And arms float back down. Finding a steady gazing point out in front of you. Grounding down through left foot, lifting up through right. 90-degree angle, flexing through right foot. Hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 3, kicking the right leg back, keeping that foot flexed, toes fanning down. Navel pulls in, hips square off. Round a breath in. If you come out, that's okay. Just find your way back in. Exhale, step it down. Again, if you lose your balance, it's a practice. It does not have to be perfect. Meet yourself where you're at. Okay. We'll find a lunge here. If balance is quite the concept today, which for me it seems like it is, Find 2 lanes of traffic with the feet, so a nice wide stance. Coming as deep as you'd like. As we inhale, arms fan up, reaching, stretching through chest. Exhale, bending a little bit deeper, cactus the arms. Inhale, coming out, straightening front leg. Arms reach up. Exhale, cactus the arms, lower down. We'll take one more. Inhale, reach. And exhale, lower and hold. Lower right knee down, untuck the back toes, lowered lunge. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, maybe hands come to the left thigh. Pulling in through navel. Relaxing through the breath. Noticing what's coming up in your body. Okay, next inhale, untucking back toes, coming up into high lunge. We'll step it forward, shake it out, shake it out. Next side, finding your focus and stability, softening your gaze out in front of you. Right foot plants, left foot lifts up. Hips square off. Flexing through left foot, maybe hands to hips. Find your balance and come into warrior 3. Kicking back through the left leg, flexing through that foot. Toes fan down, weight shifts forward and back. Hands to heart, maybe hands come to blocks. Pull the belly button in, kick the leg back, lift the chest forward. One more round of breath. Exhale, plant it down, we're in that lunge. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, bend the knee, bend the arms. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Lower and hold. Maybe you want a little pulse action. Whenever you're ready, lower left knee, untuck the left toes. Inhale, arms reach up. Gaze follows. Exhale, maybe hands to the right leg. Feeling into the stretch. Ensuring the knee stacked over the ankle. You can engage more through the left glute if that feels better. Softening through the breath. One more. Pull everything in, untuck the left toes, lifting back up. Step it forward. Shake it out. Let the arms swing out and take up space. And we'll take a half vinyasa and make it back down to our mats. Inhale, arms lift, gaze follows. Forward fold on the exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant the hands, step it back, plank, lower all the way down. Hands underneath shoulders, cobra or up dog. Hug the elbows in towards ribs. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog or child's pose. And we'll find our way onto our backside body. Knees can relax in towards the chest. Finding a little rock, a little roll. For our final asana, reclined butterfly, feel free to bring the soles of the feet together to touch. And the knees can stay wide like a book. Allowing the breath to settle. Seeing if you can soften past the thinking mind. And coming back to the anchor of sound. Noticing all of the intricate layers and levels. If we get caught up in a current of thought, again, just coming back to the breath. We'll prepare for Shavasana here. Hands can come to the outer seams of the legs. We can close them back up like a book. Maybe knees come back into the chest for a little bit of a reset. You may even want to extend the legs up in the air to get a little inversion. And feel free to take your Shavasana, your corpse pose, with legs up a wall, on the belly, on your side. Or you can take it just lying flat on the back. Allowing the body to find some ease and comfort here. You can always place something underneath your knees.